Welcome to the channel, guys. This is our highly productive container garden right here. It is October 31st, and at the end of each month, I give you a full garden tour, well, container garden tour, just to show you what's happening in the garden for that particular month. The sun is coming up, and I'm trying to beat it. My name is Marie, if you're new here, and I'm going to take you on a tour of our garden just to show you what's happening presently. All right, guys, so let's this is the lower section, and this is where we started the garden. So I'm going to start here. Last tour I started in the reverse order. We'll start at the entrance and work our way up to the very top of the garden. All right, guys, so stick around. It might be a little lengthy, but it's worth it. This is our tomatillo, and I've been harvesting so many from it. I think it is getting old now. It's yellowing even though I placed some fertilizer on it. So guys, it has produced so many, so I don't mind if this go out. It has done its job. I think this is wild callaloo, guys, but we've been eating it. It tastes just like regular callaloo. This is a mango tree that we have here. It has done fantastic. All right, let's try and make our way in the garden, because look, guys, see that the sun is going to interfere with our lighting very soon. All right, to our left, there's a peanut container right here. This is a machine container, guys, and we planted peanuts in there, and they're doing awesome. All right, what are we going to do? Right, left, right, left? No, let's go in on the left and then come back. Let's do both, guys, and try beat the sun. We have a lovely marigold right here. This is a ribena plant that my neighbor gave to me. I'm going to plant it out because I don't like how it's looking yellow. In here we have eggplants. There is a fruit right here. We have callaloo that we have been eating from, and of course the red one right next to it. Right here, my husband planted two sorrel, or what you'd call roselle, in this container, and they look good. Right here I have a black cocoa. Guys, I took out the other one yesterday on Inspiration Wednesdays. You can check that out if you've not already seen it. And I found cocoa in there, guys. I'll put a clip right here and show you. I found a cocoa in here. Well, three from the plant. I didn't know it would produce in this small tire, but it did. So I left that one, and I'm going to mold it up. Right here is our long-standing collard greens. I had to push it back out of the walkway. Guys, it is huge. You should see this plant right next to me. It's almost taller than I am, even though I'm not very tall. This container back here has red callaloo in there, and that's a huge basil plant. More red callaloo, and I'll make my way around that side shortly. In the middle of the entrance area, I have this big tire that you're very familiar with. We started the garden with this tire and that bathtub right there. That's all we started the garden with. And I planted some cabbages in there, and the worms are doing a number on them. They're the big black caterpillars, guys, and in the mornings they go back down on the ground, so we just have to look for them, but they hide well. These cabbages are looking good. I have this, looks to be a Scotch bonnet, and I planted two marigolds in there, and this one is blooming already. It's beautiful. This is to ward off the whiteflies from my pepper plant. And that cabbage is also looking good. Beautiful carrots right there. That is looking awesome. And of course the red callaloo is going to see, this is going to fill in there with suckers. Let me show you what the seeds look like. See, those are the seeds. Those are the black things. There are going to be so many red callaloo suckers in here. All right, so let's go take a look at this stand. I'm seeing something that I am not happy with, but that's how it goes with gardening. All right, let's back up a little So right here we have our chocolate habanero pepper, and then right next to it, this is a chili pepper. It starts out bright purple, and then it turns green, and then bright red. I don't know the name of that chili, guys. Now here, these are the red chilies. Well, I'm assuming these are the red because they look just like this one right here, and these are all ripening to red, so I assume these are red as well. They're beautiful and loaded. Now this is what I'm talking about. One of my bell peppers is spoiling. Should remove this from the plant. And I don't know what it is, so I'm not putting it in the container. I'll take that up at a later date. Well, these peppers, look at the size of that one. That one is huge. And a lovely cabbage right here. More bell peppers producing. Another huge cabbage, guys, right there. It's beautiful. And back here we have our strawberries all the way back there, all the way down. Those are the strawberries. That one not looking too good. The middle leaves are getting green, so I'd first fertilize them, so hopefully they come back pretty. Here's another bell pepper plant. I harvested the fruits from that one. This small plant is producing as well, and also this plant. And this is my huge eggplant, and I'm seeing where there's a fruit coming on right there, so that's awesome. And there's a lot of new leaves coming on it, looking more healthy than those. I think they have spider mites on them. I need to take off those affected leaves. Yes, so that is what that stand is looking like, and I am loving it. Beautiful. All right, let's go back here. I have these 3 crates. I need to do something about them, but this pepper plant is starting to produce again. This is a Hungarian wax pepper, and that's a banana pepper. This is a mulberry tree, and it is putting on so many new leaves. This is Michael's mulberry tree. Look at new branches coming on. I need to put a taller stake because the branches are so, my fever grass or lemongrass almost died in the bush. I had to weed it out and save it. Back here on my DIY trellis, I have 2 cowpeas growing. I got these from my neighbor. Look how tall this one is. I'm going to have to train it on the trellis so it stays on there. And then this is one of my bananas. Just look at that. And her baby. And her baby is running her down. And there's another sucker coming on right there. Right here. And guys, it is growing out of a container. Yes, yes, yes. Back here, try and beat the sun. In this container here, I have a yellow yam. In that one back there is another yellow yam, and then the sweet yam is in this one. This is the sweet yam leaf, and this is the yellow yam leaf. Can you see the difference? This is the sweet yam. Let me show you the vine. This is the sweet yam vine, and then this is the yellow yam vine. It has some little thorns on it. They look very different, the vines. Here, let me show you. Come. This is the sweet yam, and this is the yellow yam. And then I have a papaya right here. It's trying to produce, but because of the shade, they keep falling off. I have scallion in this container, and the weeds are trying to outdo the scallion. Well, I eat from this so often, guys. I need to plant something in that. And then I have this thyme. I have no idea why it's looking like this. it's probably getting too much water at this callaloo. These stink bugs love the callaloo. This is my poblano pepper. It has a few fruits on it. Oh, this is a nice one. This is the shape the poblano pepper is supposed to be. Look how beautiful this is. So I'd prune it off to no leaf at all, and now it is producing so many peppers. It's a beautiful one. I didn't even see this one. The strawberry trying to do its thing right here. I need to clean out this tub, guys. So I had extra cabbage seedlings, and I planted 4 in there. Not having much hope, but I planted them because I didn't want my seedlings to go to waste. And look at them. So I'm going to take out some of these old okra plants, or maybe all of them, and I have seeds here, so I can replant some okras, and so the cabbages can get space, and I probably can put some carrots in there or so. Now look at this tomato plant doing its thing all over the place, and no fruits, just blossoms. Here is its companion way down here. I need to do a better job at controlling them though. Alright, let's try and make our way past our wild tomatillo. Now this is our pomegranate tree, and it has 1 fruit on it at present, and that fruit can be harvested. Now in the same container with the pomegranate, we have our French thyme, our Cuban oregano, and we use this to make tea, cook with it, guys, the works. You know, this is a lime tree or citrus. I don't know how that got in there. This is our cerasee vine that we've been using to make tea, and the worms have been helping us to eat it as well. It is bitter. I don't know why the worms eat it, because it is bitter. We've been using our cerasee to make teas. There is the papaya, guys. I have a sugar cane back here in this container. It really needs to be molded up, and I believe this is my only white sugar cane, so I need to take care of it so I can get some suckers from it. See, it's the white sugar cane. I have more up top I'm going to show you shortly. Now, this is our side of the property. That's the neighbor, and I did an update on this food fence, showing you how well it's doing. Guys, I am super proud. It is doing fantastic. It's gonna give us a lot of privacy and provide us with a lot of food. See this? This is a spinach seed, Malabar spinach, and when these fall to the ground, they'll just grow back and make a nice bushy fence. And then we can come and use this to make our smoothie and to stir fry and whatever we need, green juice, guys, the works. So these parts need to fill out some more, so hopefully these go like so, and so we can't see next door. That's the aim. I don't want to be able to see next door. Alright, coming around, this right here I believe is a lime tree. It smells like lime, so I'm hoping it is. And this is a soursop tree right here, and this is where I got the spinach to propagate. Got this initially from Soraya and Latoya. This is Melanie squash, and it is ripening. I'm trying to save it for seed, so I'm allowing it to ripen as much as possible on the vine. Right here, here's another container with sugar cane, and these sugar cane, the eyes are growing. This got messed up in the hurricane and it just never recovered. But the good thing is I'm going to be able to get so many plants from these, and here are new suckers coming up. This is a volunteer chocolate pepper, and it is producing. Can you see that? That's amazing. I have a pineapple in a container right there. I think I'm going to move it out further in the sun so it can start producing. Alright, let's work our way back to the entrance. Now, for the life of me, I don't know why these corns are looking like this. I'm going to take them out, replenish the soil, and I probably plant something else in there and not corn. Let's see how that goes, because these are not looking good. Guys, I harvested a lovely carrot from here, and look at these. They're looking so good, guys. Wow, these are in a bunch. Look at the size of that one. That one is huge, and they're firm in the ground, so you know you have a good size under there. Super proud and happy for that. See, I have some more carrots in there. Look at this nasturtium, and it's starting to bloom. It's beautiful. Guys, I have all sorts of melons in those crates, and I'm seeing a little fruit right here. Where is it? Right there. There's a little fruit on it. I need to come and spray the plants because there are pests on it, as usual. These corns, I think I should have rotated the crop because I had corns in there. They're not doing well. So, I might just repurpose those containers. Alright, passing by our tire. Let's make our way around. We have our aloe vera there. Guys, right here needs sorting out. These containers need to be cleaned out and replenished and plant new stuff. Got this pepper, and this pepper is about 1 year old. It's so old and it's doing fantastic. Lovely aloe vera plant right there. This okra is doing fantastic. It has branches on there. I choose not to remove the branches, and look at them, all of them producing okras. Need to take off this dry one. It's producing on all of the branches. These are my melon plants. I think this is cantaloupe. Let me see. This is Old's Best Jumbo Cantaloupe. Hoping to get some fruits from it. The nasturtium, look at that. Beautiful. Look at the spider webs. I have a marigold right there, and the pests, they are not respecting it. Need to take out these old zinnias and plant, replenish that container and plant something in there. Guys, look at these carrots. They're just doing fantastic. I love it. Alright guys, there's a mystery plant growing out of the carrot container. I don't know what it is. This is what the fruit looks like, guys. Do you recognize this fruit? If you do, please let me know in the comment what it is. I didn't plant anything like this. And there are so many little fruits on there. Look at that lizard. I can see you. Yes, I am seeing you. Look at the fruits on this plant. Guys, I don't know what it is. But it is producing fruit. It looks... guys, I don't know. It's growing right out of the tire right here. With the carrots. It's a cucumber trying to produce. Hoping to get cucumbers from it. Alright. There's a red scotch bonnet. Always producing, guys. I can always get some peppers from this plant. Always. In this container I have basil and tomatoes. Guys, this thing on the leaf, it doesn't look like a fungus. The leaves itself, they're changing. It looks variegated. So I really don't know what it is. And the new leaves, it's not on the new leaves. So I'm wondering if I should remove those leaves. I think I might, but it is producing, starting to bud, and I can't wait to get tomatoes from those. There's a basil plant in there, as I said. This is a gungo peas or pigeon peas growing back there. I planted watermelon in there in this container it's not doing well at all. So I don't know, guys. Same with that, not doing well. This side of the food fence need help. All right, I don't know why the sweet potatoes growing back. I don't want them there. And I have a chocho plant coming in that crate right there. All right, so here I have a plantain sucker that I took from that plantain right there. It's looking so good. Took it from there and planted it here, and it's starting to grow. And I planted it deep so we can mold it up and keep providing it with nutrients. That's looking good. This is my cowpeas. So many dry ones on there. I'm going to come and harvest them. I've been saving them inside. So I'm going to come and harvest these ones. Still producing, see, blossoms. And so I can put them with the ones I already have inside. This bean in here, I don't remember the name of this bean, but it is producing, guys. Look, producing like crazy. Right, I really need to get around here with some soapy water because this mystery fruit is producing so many little things on there. I'm going to come and spray off these aphids. Alright, I'm going to go back to the front. Look at this pepper. Look at this chocolate pepper right here. Producing so many, and I have a pineapple. You guys advised me not to pot it. Well, Steve did, and I'm leaving it in there. I just gave it some fertilizer and it is looking so much better. It's getting green again. Here's another stray cabbage. It is doing fantastic. But the weeds, guys, the grass, oh my bird. Alright, let me go around to the front and then back and then up. So that's where we're coming from. And we're working our way up this side. This, I don't know. I planted some, I think this is green bean, the California. No. It's the running green bean. I'm not remembering what the name is right now, but nothing I plant in these two buckets does well. I don't know what's happening there. Right here I have cabbages in these containers, and they're all doing fantastic. As usual, the green ones are outgrowing the red ones or purple ones. Beautiful. My husband rescued this bell pepper from the shade. It was in the shade back there, and he took it out and placed it in the sun right here, and look at that already. Buds on there. Look at this baby bell producing some nice peppers. And in that container I have another banana, and this is our baby, and the baby is running it down breathlessly. The baby is almost as big. Look how fat these are, guys, and they're in half a barrel. Look at suckers, just fantastic. This is another black cocoa, and I can just imagine the size cocos in this if that one had that big cocoa in there. I'm going to move this up some more. That is looking so good in containers, guys. Yes. Those are my red okras in those buckets, those two, and then the others are the green okras. And at one point I thought these weren't going to produce anything, but they're all producing now. They're all fruiting. There are fruits on all of them, and not a little, a lot of fruits on them. So that's a good thing, right? Those are looking good. Back here, this is my Scotch bonnet pepper. We've harvested so many from that, guys, and right next to it I have my marigold for those pesky white flies. And then here is an eggplant, and this eggplant is trying to produce. See buds? And then this is a chocolate pepper we've been harvesting from. It is loaded with fruits, guys. Look at that. And then this is my my broccoli. And no, that's not a broccoli head. It's going to go to seed. We've been feeding this to the rabbits. I know they're waiting on it. I'm gonna give them a few leaves. And this is another of my yellow scotch bonnet. This was a volunteer I saw growing in the garden. I just took it up and placed it in this tire. And look at peppers on it. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yes, Mama. Yes, Mama. Oh, he's so cute. Here you go. I am coming, Roy. I'm coming, sir. Here you go. Alright. Now I saw, this is my ginger here. I saw some pretty red flowers on this ginger. Guys, I harvested one the other night to make sorrel. And they're not ready at all. They're huge, but they're pale in color. So I know they're not ready. But the ginger is just looking amazing. This is another gungu. This is the red pigeon peas right here. Can't wait for that to produce for Christmas. This is our plantain. Incredibly beautiful. Look at it, guys. Planted in what? Half a barrel. I left 2 suckers in there. Bell pepper is still producing in there. Every time I say I'm going to take it out, another fruit appears. Yeah, and this right next to it is our grapevine. So you had asked how the grapevine is doing. It's doing fantastic, and it's planted in tires. Just 2 tires, and I kind of made this fence, this trellis for it. I have to keep pruning it because this thing grows like crazy. I have no idea when this will produce, but I just feel good having it in the garden, and I know it will one day produce. And then right next to the grape is a soursop tree planted in tires, guys. And that's a pineapple that I didn't know where to put. Just place it there. Those are 2 avocados growing right there. Steve gave me the seeds to just plant somewhere, and I placed them there to grow. We're going to take them out though. This is a soursop. This was totally severed in hurricane barrel. It's growing back beautifully though. So that's what the lower section of the garden is looking like. Very, very productive. Now this is what I refer to. This area of the garden is what I refer to as the middle section of the garden. It is getting a little bit wider, and it is producing just as much as the lower and upper section. So no longer will it be the little strip of garden that is doing very little, but is highly, highly productive. And we'll start right here and then work our way up. This stand separates the lower section and the middle section. And this is where I have my onions growing and garlic. And these I harvested one and used yesterday. Very nice size. But the biggest of all, I think, is this one back here. This one might be just as big. But these are looking so, so good. I lost 2. I stopped watering since because I think they're at the point where they don't like watering anymore. And these are the garlic out here. And guys, the garlic, they're looking so, so good. So I am so, so hopeful and optimistic about these garlic and them producing, guys. They're looking amazing. I'm not sure why this has more than one plant in there, but these single plants, they look fat and healthy, and I just can't wait to see what they produce a couple months from now. So happy with that. Right here I have a sorrel. Not sure why it's not producing yet. Should be producing now. I got sorrel to buy the other day. But this one is the Christmas sorrel, so it should start producing this month to be ready for next month. Not seen anything yet. And there is another plant that I transplanted in those tires, and it's looking good. Not producing anything yet. In here I have peanuts, and they're starting to get ready. I tried this one, not quite there yet, so I'm waiting a little bit longer on them. And this right here is my turmeric. You guys told me that when they start yellowing and falling over, that's when they're ready. I'm not seeing any sign of that, so I'm just letting them be. They look good. This is my purple bell pepper. I'm seeing some baby ones coming on it. This ripens to bright purple. Very beautiful pepper, and it tastes so good. And this is a red one. It's budding as well. They're just doing amazing. So many ginger plants in there, and they're all producing. This is a Hungarian wax pepper. This is a hot pepper, producing so many fruits. I harvest from this like every week, and it just keeps on giving. Now I'm not even sure where to take this section. All right. Oh, guys, these 3 pots right here, these are roses. I think I'm seeing a bud coming on. So these are new additions to the garden. Those are 3 roses that we planted in those. And then in these buckets, sorry, we have okras. Let me try and pull out. The plants are so tall. See? And these we fertilize with the banana tea, and they just start producing like crazy, guys. They weren't doing a thing, nothing. And after fertilizing them, I'm gonna show you the banana tea right here. That's it. Fruits like crazy, going bananas. This is a June plum tree that I need to plant. Really need to. Look at this bell pepper producing right here. There's food everywhere. This is an orange tree that my neighbor gave me. Need to plant it. Planted beetroot in here. I'm not seeing it here. There's a sign of germination right there. Oh, and another sign right there. So I should get beetroot from that container. This is my banana tea resting right there. Now in these buckets I planted some tomato suckers. The mother plant is at the top of the garden. I'm going to show you that. And an orangeworm killed this one completely. I took it off of it one morning, and the suckers are starting to bud. The orangeworm ate off all the leaves off this one. This one came back, but that one didn't make it. Alright, let me back up. This stand right here I have cabbages on, and I tend to put the red between the green because the pests like the green. They prefer the green, and that's because their eggs are green, so they hide them on the green leaves. They don't like the red ones. So I realized planting them like this, the pests don't really bother them much. Coming on to the season where we have pests with brassicas, so I'm fingers crossed they'll be okay. Right here I have some seedlings growing, tomatoes, peppers, tomatillos, stuff like that I'll be planting out soon. In here, this sun is over there, but let me try and look at that okra. Look at the size okra, and that I need to harvest them, whether they're good or bad. I have some beets. I don't know if they'll amount to anything. I planted some corns, but they're not coming. something about the corns. This is a very old eggplant. I need to harvest these for seeds and just prune it and it will come back. I'm going to plant pak choy in these, so I'm purging them. They were at the back and the celery was at the front. I put that at the back and then move those containers forward. I'm going to plant some pak choy in those. This is my tuna. I need to find somewhere to plant it outside of the garden because that thing grows into a huge plant. This orange tree is not doing that thing right now. I'm going to prune it back heavily and see if we get anything. Daddy said to leave the soursop because if this don't do well, we love soursop more anyway. So we're going to let that be. This is the volunteer papaya and it is fruiting all over. They keep falling off though, not sure why, but it is fruiting and these fruits are not looking bad. So fingers crossed we get some papayas. On this section I have cabbage again. This is a chocolate pepper. Those eggplants I'm going to take out. Guys, this bed, I'm going to take out most of what is on it. That is ginger. I'm going to take it back there. But look at this, guys. Those pinata blend peppers that we planted. What is this, guys? This is a what's wrong with those stink bugs? This one is a bright yellow. Prayers do come true. That's beautiful, but this one seems to be the red. So cross-pollination is going to take place. But nonetheless, I'm still going to save seeds from these yellow ones. That's the hook or the crook, I'm keeping that yellow one in the garden. These are strawberries, and it seems as though the heat of the summer got to them. It's cooling up, so they're springing bright, pretty green leaves now. So let's hope we get strawberries from those eventually. This is our mystery citrus plant. Not sure what it is. And it is in a little tire. Okay. Over here, next to the sorrel that I showed you earlier, is our black sugar cane. Not looking bad. I just peeled away some of the leaves that the ants were building nest under. That's not looking bad. It looked as though it was going to die, but then when I watered it, it just got green again. Watering is so critical on the rocks. On this is another messy bed. But look at this cabbage. The cabbages are just doing so good. The time I need to harvest all of this time and let it spring back. Whenever I start yellowing like that, I just harvest the whole thing and then it just spring back. This is a serrano pepper. This is red callaloo going to seed. Black cocoa, but they're more callaloo, scallion, and all the jazz. This is badu. I didn't plant it in there, but it made its way in there, guys, and it is growing like crazy. All right, where am I? Oh, right here. This is peanut that is ripening up now. This will be able to be harvested soon. And this grasshopper is feasting at the leaves. Look at the leaves. That's a culprit. See that? That's a culprit. These carrots, I'm feeding them to the rabbits because they're small. And here's the ginger I was trying to show you from back there. It's looking okay. Alright, and so that is the middle section of the garden. And it's, as I said, it is just as productive as the upper and the lower section. It is doing amazing. Let's make our way to the upper section where we're currently producing maybe most of the food. Not really. This is the upper section of the garden, guys, and most of this section is up on stands, and that's due to the fact that we had frog issues. So it's not a problem once the plants get to this size, but when you plant them as tiny seedlings, the frogs will just scratch them out. And also to have them look more presentable, they're placed on stands up here, but down further we have big containers. So let me just turn you around so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not new here, then you would be familiar with the garden and the settings. But what you would know is exactly how things are going now. So let me just take you down there. Well, show you around up here. And then down to the back of the garden. Just an overview of what this section looks like. So much food in such a small space. All right, starting over here, we have 5 cabbages on this little stand that I created for them, and they're all looking so good, beautiful. And right over here are my tomatoes. No, this is a thyme, mint, sorry, mint, that Steve got and we planted there. And this is a caterpillar, crazy. Now these seem to be slicing tomatoes. Look at this, guys. I just can't be bothered. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the size. This one seemed to be a slicing tomato because of how big the flowers are. Guys, I labeled them and then I just mixed them up. Don't know what is what. No, this one is producing. So no, this is the yellow pear tomato. There's some babies on there. And this is where I got the suckers that you saw in the buckets. Those orange-worms, you have to be on them like white on rice, guys. This tomato plant has on quite a bit. Wasn't producing, and then we fertilized with some banana tea. And now we're getting some fruits. I pruned off a lot of the leaves so that we can get more fruit coming on from the blossoms, because it is, I'm seeing more hornworm droppings up here. Yes, there you are. My word. Look, guys. That's our giveaway for them, the droppings. They can't hide that. They can hide their bodies, but they can't hide the droppings. I'm gonna have to come back and, oh, my word. Look at the size of this one, guys. Oh my word. I'm gonna have to come back and check properly after the tour. They can't hide the droppings, so that's how you know they're there. Alright, let's move on to this section quickly. Alright, so right here, this is a serrano pepper. In front of it is a cabbage that is looking so good. And believe it or not, this cabbage, I just caught a tiny plant in the pot with the cayenne pepper. It's the cayenne pepper container. This is a baby bell in the pot next door. Another baby bell here that is just starting to produce again. That's a cayenne pepper. This is a badu. Another lovely cabbage. This cabbage is not going to make it, it seems. But this is a purple basil cabbage. Green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. Down the line. This is very old zinnia. Susumba gave away one. I need to find somebody to give that one to. Oh, and another one here to give away. This is another zinnia right here. Marigold. And this is lettuce gone to seed and the broccoli going to seed. Guys, I'm not even bothering with these. Alright, on this one, the middle section of this one, cayenne pepper needed to be harvested. This is a poblano. baby bell, cayenne, cabbage. Need to transplant these seedlings. These are cayenne peppers that fell off of this plant. I need to transplant those. 2 more red cabbages, and this is a spring onion. I think I got that seed from the UK. I think this is a susumba. I don't want another susumba plant. Look how pretty it is. These are some lettuce. And look here, guys. Another one of those yellow chili peppers. Look at that. Amazing. This is a lettuce that went to seed. And look here, guys. Where am I going to plant this many lettuce seedlings? We're going to eat them like microgreens. Look at this Scotch bonnet pepper. Oh my word. It is absolutely loaded with peppers. This is a sweet banana pepper. This cabbage don't seem as though it's going to make it. There's scallion growing in there. This is a cayenne pepper that I need to prune. Still have some fruits. Variegated basil. This is a baby bell. Need to be pruned. Guys, I have so much to do. It's not funny. This is a cabbage. There's a basil volunteering in there. Scallion. Gorgeous. Spinach. I need to take this out. Another chili pepper. Guys, I don't know if they're just red chili or cayenne pepper. Came from the piñata blend. Beautiful, beautiful purple chili pepper from that same piñata blend. Absolutely gorgeous. I replanted peanuts in these containers after the amazing harvest I had. There's another scallion back there, guys. Doing incredible. And there's a red cabbage. And right here is a green one. Just doing fantastic. I have thyme coming in here. Look at those lettuce. And I have bell pepper here. Doing amazing. Those yellow chili peppers. That's so pretty. Another cabbage planted in a, these are 2-gallon containers. And that one with the peanut is a 3-gallon. Another peanut in another 3-gallon right here. Beautiful. A little red cabbage here. Another spinach that I'm going to take out. Alright, let us take a look at the back. This really need revamping now. That is a susumba plant. I need to take it out of this pot so I can get it to plant smaller plants. Eggplant. This is a pepper, bell pepper that I pruned all the way back to no leaves. Springing back. Broccoli that went to seed. Look at this gorgeous red cabbage. And these are the scallions I planted with you a couple days ago. Look at them growing already. I harvested this cabbage and just left the little heads for the rabbit. Look how big it's getting. So they'll have a lot of food right there. This is a Hungarian wax pepper. Need to take that out now or just prune it because it's old, like that bell pepper. And that bell pepper still has a little fruit on it. This is my beautiful rosemary. I wanted this for so long, and as soon as this gets really big, I'll learn to propagate it myself. This is growing from seed. Bell pepper, still producing, doing its thing. This I thought was a diamond bell pepper, but it seemed to be the purple. See? That looks as though it is blushing into purple. Don't mind, as long as there's a flash of color. This is parsley, and this is Romanesco broccoli or cauliflower or mix, and it's looking good. I'm hoping it's not too hot for it, so I'll get a head on there. This is another chili pepper from that blend. So this is how I left the little heads after harvesting the cabbage. I've been feeding this to the rabbit a few leaves at a time. Just kept it there for it to remain fresh. Another bell pepper that I pruned, and another eggplant. So let's just come back right here. This is where we left off. This is my susumba that I'm keeping for myself, and I'm giving away the others. It's huge already. I can't believe how fast this thing grows. And this is my sweet potato bed. I need to harvest them. This bed is ready. This is my huge black cocoa in the container. I can just imagine the harvest. This is my ribbon cane, stripe cane, the brown. The ants, it's just doing a number on it, but at least I can get suckers from it to replant. So yeah, this is my pineapple stand. All pineapples on there, and they were planted in succession, so those three are the oldest, and then I have the teenagers and the babies. So hopefully we have pineapples coming in succession. Those two sticks, that is my cassava, and guys, it grew through the yam vines, and there are the leaves up there. Those are the cassava leaves. So hopefully it's producing something. That's my yellow yam, and that's my renta yam back there. Sugarcane trying. In here we planted beets, and they're starting to grow. This is nice. And in the other one next to it is turnip, and of course those sprouted too. Now in my two machine containers here where I had peanuts, I now have tomatoes. Don't know which variety, guys, but they're budding, so we'll know soon. And this is a broccoli, and that's a broccoli, and I can safely say those are rabbit food. This tomato needs to be free from this yam. I need to sort that out. That's another renta yam, renta sweet yam in that container there. Dasheen, and dasheen in that other container. Those are just looking amazing. They just get me every time. Moving down, we have more of these big containers. As I told you, back here is the big container section. These corns, I replanted them in the same container that I had corn, and look how beautiful these are. I don't know why the others are looking like that. Now we planted these dasheen together a short while ago. I look like this one not going to make it. Alright, but this one is looking good. This one look like it might make it. But these three, they definitely are making it. This is my passion fruit vine, and I am seeing one sure fruit so far right here, but there are tons of blossoms on it. These are the blossoms. Here is one that will open soon, so we're optimistic we'll get more fruits from there. And you can't miss them when they start ripening, so even if it's really bushy, the bright yellow color will pop. These here are my two tangerine trees, and whenever they spring, the worms just eat them off, but they keep trying. This right here is my husband's avocado pear, and it's looking good. Down through the bush there is is one of the mangoes, but we're not going in there this morning. This is where we're going to end for this morning garden tour. All right, that is it for October. Can you believe it, guys? Christmas is right around the corner. All right, thank you for joining me for this extended tour of my garden. I appreciate your support. Sometimes, guys, it is difficult to get up and come out here, but when I wake up and I think about you and know that you're looking out for Farming on the Rocks video, I find the strength to come out and just prepare your videos and have them ready for you when you rise in the mornings. So thank you for joining me for this tour, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.